Hey everyone, welcome back. Imagine diving into a brand new world packed with mystery, challenges, and some of the slickest gameplay mechanics you've ever seen. That's exactly what Hollow Knight Silksong is shaping up to deliver. Gamers have been buzzing with anticipation, and today we're focusing on one of the most exciting abilities revealed so far, the Cling Grip, also known as the wall jump. If you've ever played the original Hollow Knight, you know how vital movement abilities can be for unlocking new areas and surviving brutal enemy encounters. Well, Silksong takes it up a notch, making the wall jump an essential upgrade that changes the entire way you explore the map. So what exactly is the Cling Grip? In simple terms, it's an ability that lets your character, Hornet, leap against walls and spring upward. But here's the kicker. Unlocking it isn't just a freebie you stumble across. Instead, you'll have to battle your way through one of the game's toughest regions, solve platforming puzzles, and defeat mini-bosses before you can even touch this power-up. It's not just about skill, it's about endurance and strategy. And trust me, once you finally get it, you'll feel like the entire world of Silksong just opened up. The journey starts in Greymoor, a dark and moody zone filled with dangerous enemies and atmospheric ruins. From there, you'll head west past a small house called Halfway Home, where you'll run into your first major challenge, the Moorwing boss. This isn't your standard enemy encounter. The Moorwing is fast, unpredictable, and has attacks that force you to stay alert. Beating it isn't just about brute force. It's about reading patterns, dodging smartly, and conserving resources. Once you manage to take the Moorwing down, the path west opens up, setting you on a course toward the Shellwood region, the heart of the Cling Grip questline. Entering Shellwood feels like a turning point. The environment changes dramatically, giving you wide, open areas with layered platforms and hidden exits. Here's where you'll quickly realize, this is no simple detour. Every path feels like a puzzle, with enemies lurking around corners and environmental hazards waiting to punish reckless jumps. The trick is to keep calm, watch your surroundings, and prepare for multiple waves of enemies. In fact, one of the most nerve-wracking moments comes in an arena fight where you face poisonous flowers, dagger-wielding stick bugs, and relentless combinations of the two. Each wave forces you to think differently, strike fast, dodge carefully, and never underestimate smaller enemies. Once you've survived that enemy gauntlet, there's a small reward, a resting bench tucked above the arena. And let me tell you, that bench feels like heaven. Silksong's benches aren't just save points, they're lifelines in regions where the tension barely lets up. After catching your breath, you'll meet Chakra, an NPC merchant who sells you the Shellwood map. Maps are priceless in Hollow Knight games because they transform confusing labyrinths into navigable routes. With your bearings finally in order, you'll head deeper into Shellwood, facing even trickier platforming sequences across fragile flowers and tight passageways. Every step feels like you're inching closer to something big, and that's by design. The next big challenge on your path is the Sister Splinter boss fight. And honestly, this battle is a highlight of Shellwood. Sister Splinter doesn't rely on overwhelming power. Instead, she thrives on speed and chaos. Hanging from the ceiling, she'll unleash quick slashing attacks and summon thorny vines that block your escape routes. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself cornered in seconds. The key here is patience. Watch her charge animation, dodge to the side, and counterattack in those brief openings. But the fight doesn't stop there. Minions occasionally drop in to disrupt you, forcing you to juggle multiple threats at once. This fight tests not just your combat skill, but your adaptability under pressure. Defeating Sister Splinter is a major achievement, but the road isn't over. From her arena, you'll navigate another series of tricky platforming rooms, crossing flower platforms, breaking thorny barriers, and looping around in ways that test your memory and timing. This stretch of gameplay really highlights what makes Hollow Knight so beloved. Every step forward feels earned. Every shortcut unlocked feels like a gift, and every challenge overcome pushes you closer to mastery. By now, you can sense the tension building. The game is nudging you to keep going, promising that something transformative is just around the corner. And that something is, of course, the cling grip. Finally, after weaving through all those obstacles, you'll reach a large doorway. This isn't just another checkpoint, it's the prize. Interacting with it rewards you with the cling grip ability, unlocking the long-awaited wall jump. From this point on, walls are no longer barriers, but opportunities. You can scale cliffs, reach hidden ledges, and open up areas that were previously closed off. And the best part? The game immediately starts throwing scenarios at you where wall jumping is the only way forward, forcing you to use your new skill in creative and exciting ways. It's a perfect example of how Silksong ties exploration and progression tightly together. So how does the cling grip change the gameplay experience? For starters, it makes backtracking far more rewarding. Areas that once seemed impossible suddenly open up new paths, treasures, and shortcuts. Platforming becomes more fluid, with Hornet zipping up walls and chaining jumps that feel smooth and satisfying. Combat also gets a boost. Wall jumps give you extra maneuverability during fights, letting you dodge attacks by scaling walls instead of just dashing along the ground. It's not just a movement upgrade, it's a freedom upgrade, reshaping the way you approach the entire game. For many players, this moment will feel like Silksong truly comes alive. In the end, the cling grip is more than just a flashy move. It's a symbol of Silksong's design philosophy. Every challenge, every boss, and every obstacle on the road to unlocking it is carefully crafted to test your patience, precision, and resilience. By the time you earn it, you've grown as a player, and the game rewards you with newfound freedom to explore and conquer. That's what makes Hollow Knight and Silksong so special. Progress isn't handed to you, it's earned. And when you finally get that wall jump, you feel unstoppable. So, whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, keep your eyes peeled. This ability could be the key to unlocking everything Silksong has to offer.